Special prayer to start my lessons of my first 60 years of life. On this special day, I just want to thank God for the priceless gift of life that He has given me and for the wonderful people He has put in my life. Friends, I don't know how old you might be watching me or listening to me, but my first 60 years of life and what I have learned are important to me, and it should be important to you what your life has done for you so far. This is my first birthday that caused me to really sit down and reflect on my life and the time that has gone by so far. First, I am so very thankful to see another day and to live another year. I thank the Lord for the grace and the mercy I have received to date. Birthdays have never been a big deal to me. I always looked at them as just a number. When I turned 50, I decided that I would age, but not ever become old. Because I think there's a big difference between aging and becoming old. When I turned 59, something different started happening to me. It wasn't physical. I started reflecting on the nature usage of time. In the last 30 days, I've approached turning 60 years old very cautiously. I started getting very quiet. I know I have a desire to dig deep and examine whether I've done everything I could with my time here on Earth so far. In 2013, I decided to start speaking up to help others heal and help myself heal at a deeper level in my life. Since then, my senses have been heightened to a level I didn't even know existed the last few years because I see clearly, I see, I hear, I touch, and I smell ways I didn't know existed within me. I certainly appreciate and hear birds and other wildlife around me all the time. I smell the plants and other aromas of nature instead of smelling the alcohol smell that I was used to in my previous years. When I greet friends or loved ones now, I look deep into their eyes, feel their energy, and enjoy the time together. When I hug someone to greet them or to say goodbye, it is a hug of positive energy and joy. When I look through my eyes now, I see things so clearly, not foggy anymore, and brightly in a way I didn't even know existed without having that hangover and that cloudiness. I can now hike and sit for hours to wait on the right things to say. I no longer plan what I will say. I let it happen straight from my heart. I want my speeches to tell a story without ever adding any drama, but words that come directly from my heart. Before I decided in 2013 to go deeper into my healing, I had healed to live, but not enough to enjoy life. But now it's enough to truly feel the energy of life. Fortunately, I am naturally a happy person, and my smile has always been a real smile. But I was like most survivors of any addiction. I wanted to hide from it. I wanted to believe I never was addicted to anything, just to go through life pretending like everything was perfect. I was always nervous and fearful and waiting on the other shoe to drop. My self esteem was so low while drinking, so I had to work extra hard to push myself to go for any dreams I might have had. I am blessed with a loving and happy spirit now, but I often felt I didn't deserve to be happy for long because I was tarnished and unworthy due to my addiction. The devil was my addiction. This is why I question whether I used my time wisely to date. I feel I missed so much time letting my past consume me and keep me wrapped up in imaginary fear. Friends, I believe I could have done so much more with my life. But then I have to remind myself, and I do every single day, that God is in full control of my life as well as your life. I pray every day that sharing my journey helps someone out there in my audience to heal, but that their journey not take decades like it took mine. Sometimes I wonder whether I should have just gone quietly into the sunset with my addiction in tow. Then I get that thank you note from a caller or from an email or a letter saying, "Thanks for talking about your addiction, Mr. Friedrichs. I had the same addictions uh, then, or I might even have them now. That is all I need to hear to know that I'm doing what God has anointed me to do. For this time on earth is spent to helping others. I pray that with whatever time I do have left on earth, I will use it to make the world a better place to live in for my family, for my children, and for you, everyone watching and listening to me. If you get a chance, read my book, Struggles Became My Strength, while raising your family, building a business, growing in your faith, and finding peace in that book that you are reading. One of my books, Struggles Became My Strength. If you're watching this video or you're listening to my podcast right now, know that you are never too old to make a difference in the world and never too old for changes in your life. It took me quite a bit of time, and it might take you as well. Now I will be 60 on the 31st of October, and I plan to continue with God's blessings to change to better my life and the life of others around me. I want to thank my wife, Casey, all my kids and grandkids. You all give me a reason to keep going daily, to provide you the best of me. I also want to thank all my viewers and listeners for the last 9 years of your support. Your support means everything to me. We all have grown together as a village, and we all will continue to serve and worship God together as a village. Friends, help us to know that we are on your path for our lives. When we want to claim our achievements as our own and our talents as abilities we fostered and accomplish ourselves by the power of your Holy Spirit in us, remind us to hit onto our knees and raise our hands to you, Lord, and thankfulness for another year of life. Thank you, folks. Have a great day. Have a great life with Jesus. And always, I want to thank you for being a part of my village, our village, by watching our show and listening to us.